bullshit, back up on the scene. Done dealing with you, don't know how to deal with me. Done fucking with you, don't know how to love me. Done dealing with you, so it seemed like I get so much and don't get nothing back. I really thought it was love, but that's so fucking whack. Always get caught up in love, but now you know with that. I can't get caught up in love, so now I'm, flexing on my exes and my Model X. Pretty little, skinny, little, bitty body Model X. Some of y'all ain't never had no real bitch and it shows. I keep it 100 from my head down to my toes. Back up on my bullshit, back up on the hole. Touchdown in my hometown, got nothing to lose. I am on my own now, I am in control now. I need you to go now, I can fix my own crown. Back up on my bullshit, back up on the scene. Don't dealing with you, don't know how to deal with me. Done fucking with you, don't know how to love me. Done dealing with you, so I'm back, bitch. Back on my bully, back on my dish, you in the studio. Back on tequila, back on the strippers, all the groupie hoes. This could get ugly, I'm petty, I want you bad out of smoke. I'm coming crazy, baby, baby, one thing that you should know. Little baby, that's big, I think you a stranger, Memory loss, I play it like that. Call your boys, I'm gang about that. Faded up to 42 quarters, too important. Blue dream inside the roll up, hold up. Watch me go up, baby, so stuck. I'm back and I'm better, think me. Well, bitch, on my level, ain't no question. I'm a legend, baby. Don't ever forget it. No, you see me rolling in this rose gold, oh no. I can't fuck with lames like you no more. Back up on the scene, out here acting foolish, like I'm 17. I just bought a new whip, blow me gasoline. I just think you're new, bitch, boosted my self-esteem. Back up on my bullshit, back up on the scene. Done dealing with you, don't know how to deal with me. Done fucking with you, don't know how to love me. Done dealing with you, so I'm back, bitch. Back on my bullshit, back up on the scene. Done dealing with you, don't know how to deal with me. Done fucking with you, don't know how to love me. Done dealing with you, so I'm it seemed like I get so much and don't get nothing back. I really thought it was love, but that's so fucking whack. Always get caught up in love, but now you know with that. I can't get caught up in love, so now I'm, flexing on my exes and my Model X. Pretty little, skinny, little, bitty body Model X. Some of y'all ain't never had no real bitch and it shows. I keep it 100 from my head down to my toes. Back up on my bullshit, back up on the hole. Touchdown in my hometown, got nothing to lose. I am on my own now, I am in control now. I need you to go now, I can fix my own crown. Back up on my bullshit, back up on the scene. Done dealing with you, don't know how to deal with me. Done fucking with you, don't know how to love me. Done dealing with you, so I'm back, bitch. Back on my bully, back on my dish, you in the studio. Back on tequila, back on the strippers, all the groupie hoes. This could get ugly, I'm petty, I want you bad out of smoke. I'm coming crazy, baby, baby, one thing that you should know. Little baby, that's big, I think you a stranger, Memory loss, I play it like that. Call your boys, I'm gang about that. Faded up to 42 quarters, too important. Blue dream inside the roll up, hold up. Watch me go up, baby, so stuck. I'm back and I'm better, think me. Well, bitch, on my level, ain't no question. I'm a legend, baby. Don't ever forget it. No, you see me rolling in this rose gold, oh no. I can't fuck with lames like you no more. Back up on the scene, out here acting foolish, like I'm 17. fucking with you, don't know how to love me. Been dealing with you, so I'm back. Yeah, bitch. Back on my bullshit, back up on the scene. Done dealing with you, don't know how to deal with me. Done fucking with you, don't know how to love me. Done dealing with you, so I'm back. It seemed like I get so much and don't get nothing back. I really thought it was love, but that's so fucking whack. Always get caught up in love, but I am done with that. I can't get caught up in love, so now I'm, yeah. Flexing on my exes and my Model X. Pretty little, skinny little, bitty body Model X. Some of y'all ain't never had no real bitch and it shows. I keep it 100 from my head down to my toes. Back up on my bullshit, back up on the move. Touchdown in my hometown, got nothing to lose. I am on my own now, I am in control now. I need you to go now, I can fix my own crown. Back up on my bullshit, back up on the scene. Done dealing with you, don't know how to deal with me. I'm fucking with you, don't know how to love me. I'm dealing with you, so I'm back. Yeah, bitch.
Hey, hello, good people. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to everybody. It is Saturday, though. Yeah, it's Saturday. Hope everybody's having an amazing day. Y'all get on up in here. Get in here, people. Get in here. Y'all was looking for me. Here I go. Cha. We got a little bit of snow the other day. A little taste of some sleep. And girl, it was all over with then, child. Has anybody seen my sweet? Y'all better go and tell her to get over here, child, because, I know she's going to have to do a lot of defending today. But she hit me up, left me a little message and stuff. She was in her feelings. So hopefully she come out and join, share her thoughts and all of the above. Y'all know how it is when you're in love. I think she's a little taste of in love. But anyway, hello and welcome to my mods, Miss Maria, Miss Sexy Diva, Miss Denise, Miss Carla, and it's my thoughts. Welcome, beauties. Hello, hello, hello. Y'all pop in when you get a chance. Um, but child, it look like a lot of mess is going on out here on the good YouTube. The streets, child. Ooh, child, when I tell y'all, them people down there in Atlanta is just as crazy. Child, they is just as crazy as they can be. But anyway, Miss Maria says, good Saturday afternoon, squad. Y'all know what it is. It's a G thing. Join the live. It's a vibe. Get in here. Come on in the room and close the door. Grab a snack, a seat, and let's chat it up. House rules, no CC's names. Initials only use creative spelling for curse words. Over here, we agree to disagree. Respect for discourse only. All is alleged our opinion for entertainment. She says, help us grow, subscribe, support, $ G Strickland 8. Super chat, super sticker, share, join for $2.99. Tap the screen. If you see the hype button, hit it. Push us up in the algorithm. Thanks and enjoy. Hey, Miss Loyce, she says, hi. Um, Miss Joyce says, hey, G Squad moms and chats. Hello, beautiful. Miss Maria says, Lord, hey, friend, happy Saturday. Miss Ebony, Grand Rising, ladies. Hello, beautiful. Miss Maria says, Joyce, she says, hello and welcome. Maria says, Ebony, hey, girl. Hey, Miss Faith. She says, good evening, everyone. Hey, Miss Sonya, girl. She says, hello, G and everyone. Hey, beautiful. I don't know why this keep doing that crazy crap. But Miss Maria says at Faith has the hardest working sister in the chat. Stop doing that, okay? Stop it. Just stop it. Sure. Not there. Okay, do your thing. You're gonna be what you're gonna be. Uh. Miss Saint says Maria headed out to watch Georgia Florida game. Lord, that lady right there stays on the go, honey. Miss Maria says, be careful. Be careful. Miss Sonya, who's dog sitting for you while you are out and about? You gonna take the dog with you? Um, She says, I meant Georgia, Alabama game. Miss Maria says, we're having a heat wave. It's 36 and sunny. Still snow on the ground and the ice has melted. Ugh. It's the after effect for me. Hey, Miss TJ's Queen. She says, hi, G in chat. Hey, beautiful people. How y'all doing? Miss Sonya stays on the go, honey. I'm be just like Miss Sonya. Child, she don't let nothing hold her down. I, y'all see who just popped up in here? Is that my sweet? My sweet, hello. She says, hello, everyone. She kind of sounded a little sad. You all right today? I do understand. And I know you've been seeing what's out here on these streets, honey. Uh, you've been out here fighting for your man. I get that part, child. Charlie Ace is gone with my daughter, to take Christmas pictures at a Petco. Oh, that is so cute. Not taking no Christmas picture. Child, y'all got that dog spoiled. Oh, your man never get him out. Yes, Miss Faith asking the question already, my sweet. Y'all take it easy on my sweet. I think she was in her feelings yesterday. I hope she's doing better, feeling a little bit better today. But the people been dragging her man, hun, for filth. I don't know if anybody's seen Netflix. Shout out to Tisa Tell. Child, shout out to Tisa Tell. Come on through here, girl. Child, they tell me they got Tisa Tells up over there in the documentary. My sweet, is that true? Child, they said they were trying to get Tisa Tell to be over there on the Diddy side when all that mess was going on over there in New York, child. I said, Lord, get on out, child. I'm gonna be like Tisa Tell one day. But yeah, my sweet, people saying your man ain't getting out. Your man was not a nice man, though. How'd you get tangled up with him? My sweet, he had you out there on the pole. My sweet, girl, you gonna have to let me know how you got tangled up with him. Ooh, mm, 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 mm. Ooh, my sweet says I'm fine, just through fighting, and don't say he isn't getting out. Ooh, well, Miss Faith, that ain't what she want to hear, huh? I'm gonna need you girls to be good up in here in the chat, cause you know Miss Faith ain't never cared too much about your man, my sweet. Just a little taste of information, but you know she's entitled to her feelings, and you know I'm gonna pray for you, my sweet. How'd you get tangled up with him? You ain't never answered that question for me. Yeah, they tell me they got Tisa Tales up over there in the documentary, child. I said, wait, what? Child, they's talking about how uh he was with the jurors. My sweet, you was in the courtroom, won't you? You know, we talked about the head nod and all that kind of stuff. Um, Miss Maria says, my sweet, who you fighting? Miss Face says 50 Cent said he not going anywhere. He got new charges coming. Oop, my sweet, I'm sorry I didn't. You should put up my trigger warning sign. Trigger warning, my sweet. Miss Saint says, hi, my sweet. Yeah, Miss Saint, she's in her feelings. She ain't feeling too good today, proper. The money, honey, tired of folks lying on him. She is entitled to her feelings. Hello, Sonya. Said my sweet child. Ooh, wait. 50 stay trolling. My sweet. Did y'all send 50 Cent them flowers? Who sent them that flowers, my sweet? Was it your man? Who sent that? That what 50 Cent said. But 50 Cent said, you know, he don't really have no beef. Oh Lord, my sweet. I don't know if you should be in here today or not. But I gotta ask this question. My sweet. 50 Cent said he ain't really had no problem with Diddy, but you know, Diddy wanted to take him shopping or something like that. How did you feel about that? Man taking another man shopping and wanting to spend some of that money on him and stuff. 50 Cent said he could take his own self shopping. That's why I didn't know if you knew that or not, but you know now, hon. You need to be aware of what's going on. Did Diddy tell you he had proposition to take 50 Cent shop. Probably gonna buy him a new Maserati or somebody, child. I don't know. He couldn't be my man trying to take another man shopping. I'm just saying. But honey, they saying in that documentary, I haven't seen it because I had Netflix and then I got rid of Netflix because I wanted. They was telling me I could get all three in a bundle or something like that. But I was paying for Netflix and then I was paying for the one that Nelly and Ashanti was on. And there was another. I'm like, man, I ain't doing all of this. Cause I don't really be on Netflix like that. I pop up there whenever, something that I wanna look at. But mm-mm. Uh, hold on, y'all. Child, when you get on your live, the people gets to calling and carrying on. Ooh, Lord. See, I be busy, y'all. Let's see here. Sweet says, 50 Cent is about to get sued. That's a lie. 50 son mama said that he enjoyed what my man was doing. Ooh. I need you to elaborate. I'm going to need you to elaborate just a little taste more. Child, we ain't got no power around here. Something pop. And it's like power is in certain spots or something. I went to the store and child, the store was closed. No power. And the A to the BC store is shut down. Y'all know today is Saturday. And the peoples around this place is losing their mind. Drunken Saturday, I guess, child. I don't know where they're going to go. Maybe they can ride a couple of miles out and find another ABC store or some child. Go to find some grocery. God, the grocery store ain't gonna have what these people around here be wanting. Why did they name the ABC store? Child, I don't know. Mm. Um, haven't seen it, but I heard 50 said bad things about my man. Just stay tuned. He won't be talking uh in 35 months. I guess. Yes, Miss Sonya, the ABC store is closed, honey. The ABC store, around here it's like the ABC store at home, and we have Kroger and all of these, and it's like no power around. Probably some of the restaurants around. Child, somebody hit something, somebody did something, child. Transformer down, child. 50 said he don't care about that lawsuit. And what Miss Faith said, mm, Miss Moxley, you has to be very tired being out here on the street rattling for your man. Stuff. My man, my man, my man. I get that part, but honey, there's more people against you and your man than there is for you. I mean, oh my sweet, you a good one, honey. You has got to be a good one to stand by him after all this mess is coming out. I'm not even really sure if you were prepared for, all of this stuff popping out, people saying, then a documentary and all of that stuff, and then the people trying to figure out where is um dang uh what's her name? Mary J and J Lo and all them their peoples and stuff, honey. I told them I don't know, child. I guess they saying I'm gonna stay quiet on the set because I ain't trying to get caught, get no straight bullet behind him. He ain't my man. May have been at one point in time, but he ain't my man now. So, so what? Child, they is not like you. They ain't built like you, my sweet. They is not built like you, honey. Cause look like to me they have abandoned him. I don't know what their relationship was in the past or nothing like that. But they ain't trying to be caught up in this mess, my sweet. You better stand. You know, stop telling people that's your man. Maybe for right now, till some of this mess blows over and cool down just a little bit. Child, I can't be going down there to visit you trying to do a lie. Down there, you in cell block D or somebody behind this mess, huh? Well, you need to call Tisa Tell. See, can you reach out to Tisa Tell? See, can she give you a little bit more insight? Maybe you missed something, my sweet. You know, that might be able to help you move around and get away from him or whatever, child. I don't know what you're gonna do. But this whole mess, right? All of this is a mess. But I said that myself. I always felt as though they got him now, and even though he has an appeal coming up, child, I just don't think these people gonna let him go, y'all. My sweet, I'm sorry, but I really don't think they're gonna. I think they're gonna, like they said, bring up the rest of these charges up against him and all this mess, child. I don't think he gonna get out. My sweet says I don't listen at that woman. Oop. I'm assuming because of the negativity. Tisa tells me putting it out there, Diddy. Diddy. Child, Diddy's been a bad boy. Oh, wee, child. But my sweet, they said he could never sing or rap or nothing, child. I get he went to that nice college and everything, but they said Diddy ain't had no talent, honey. I mean, I don't know how he got with probably Biggie Small and Tupac. That ain't here no more. I don't know, child. Like the old people said, we got to hold on and see what the end is gonna be. But child, get on over here to Ray J, my sweet. We can swing the block on your man at any point in time. Y'all know how we do. But child, if somebody Monica had to take Ray J's phone, child, cause Ray J don't know what to do. He don't know how to get somewhere and sit down, child. But this here beef they talking about with Beonyce and Brandy, child, is from way back in the day or some mess like that. And even if they don't get along today, so what? Who gives a honey who? It is what it is. Both of them can, sing and all of that stuff, child. I don't know. Kellen Rowland's in the middle, and oh, child, it's just another hot mess. But Ray J up there trying to get the people to take a picture with his sister, child. Ray J, if they don't want to take the picture, baby, they don't have to take no picture with a child. Move around, Ray J. My sweet, Miss Face says he stole all the folk money. My sweet, that how y'all got rich. He done stole everybody money, Miss Face said, child. I cannot. I just cannot with that dear child. It's a whoo child. Did he get any kind of sleep? Was he able to go to sleep with all of this stuff that these people coming out saying that the one and only Diddy did all by himself, child? I cannot. This man has that much freaking power, child. I would be tired. So you know what, y'all? He's probably okay being where he's at right now to, get some rest. Let his mind catch up. His mind has to be in overdrive with all this stuff they saying he was doing. My sweet says, I read that Bay and Brandy is fine. Miss Faye says yes, and unalive some people. Miss Faith, don't think my sweet gonna be talking to you today, honey, because you just putting out all the business about her, man. Miss Maria says Bay and Jay ain't studying Ray J or Brandy either for that matter. Ray J clout chasing, not clout chasing, honey. Oh, I'm surprised he was even there. But they said people gonna take pictures with whoever they want to take pictures with. Shout out to my president Barack Obama's wife. She caught a picture with the girls over here in DC, y'all. Michelle. I said, all right, Michelle. Michelle be out there at them there concerts and things, honey. Get on out there, you and Barack, child. Living the best life, I guess, honey. But yeah, Ray J need to go somewhere and sit down somewhere. find him something else to do. Well, if he was out there with them, that means he won't in no trouble with nobody pulling out no pow pows and stuff like that. Their child, and they said, he being sued by credit card company. Ray J didn't want to pay the people no more. Say stop paying them. I said, Ray J, you can't do that till you pay the people off. I don't know who told him he could do that, but that's what they said. He just stopped paying the people. I said, oh, let do what he want to do, honey. Do what he want to do out there, child. But I don't really believe there's no real beef with Beyonce and that girl beefing for what. Brandy did come out and say she didn't have a problem with it. Beyonce had made a put out a song, and Brandy said she didn't really care for the song. She has the right to say whether she did or did not like the song. And I'm sure she made some songs that Beyonce probably didn't like. It is what it is. Sometimes, y'all, I just be thinking that the people be making up stuff, putting out mess that ain't even true. You know, Ma Sweet says she can talk and have her opinion. She is saying what they say, but mine is facts. Love ya. Come on through here, Ma Sweet. Miss Ebony says, did anyone see when Diddy was dressed up like the Joker walking out the streets of New York? It'll make your skin crawl. What? No, honey. Hey, my thoughts. Hey, girl. Hey, Mama. She says, good afternoon, G and chatting Mars. Hey, girl. Hey. But I ain't seen it. Some people saying that this documentary is like cringy and all of that stuff. Some people be like, oh, I've had enough. I don't want to see that mess. And it makes me, I was thinking about getting Netflix for just for that cause, but I don't know if I want to look at it or not. I'm on the fence right now. Miss Faye says Diddy is the devil. Oop. Then Diddy is the devil. Devil. Child. I'ma call him a whole narc. Miss Sain says, hi, my thoughts. Miss Maria says that my thoughts. Hey, beautiful sister Maud. Um, uh, uh, mm. Y'all, I get people. Lots of people didn't have both parents in the household and stuff like that, but it doesn't. It doesn't. mm, mm, I just don't see because of that people acting the way that they be acting. That doesn't make sense to me. Um, who in the world is Charlemagne? I don't know who that is. His face says it's good. You need to see just how low down he is. Hey, Miss Dorothy. Miss Dorothy, how you doing and how you feeling, girl? Welcome on up in here. We have missed you. My thought says, hey, ladies, and Maria, and hey, ladies. Miss Doctor says, hello, G and everyone. I miss y'all so much. God been moving in me and husband life in the month of November. I got sick. My husband had a mild stroke, but God is still good. I really miss y'all. We missed you too. I will shout you out sometimes, Miss Dorothy. But so glad to see you. Prayers up for you and your husband. I do remember the last time that you was up in here, you said you had been sick and you hung with us for a little while. But yes, we have missed you and praying for you and your husband. And just know that God don't put no more on you, us, you, them, they, all of us, child, that we can bear. Sometimes it seems really tough, but we still gotta hang on up in there. Charnella Monet. Hello and welcome. Hey, Miss Sexy Diva. Hey, girl. Hey, Mama, baby of the bunch. My sweet says, let me know when they get the money we got. Don't get Netflix just for that. Everybody talking about it. Miss Maria says that Faith, I have no plans to watch. I don't have nothing for Diddler or Chump Change 50. Ooh, not the Chump Change 50. Ooh, child. Miss Sensitive says, hello, Aunt Maria, my sister mom. Miss Sonia says, hi, Miss Dorothy. Miss Maria says that Dorothy, hello, gorgeous. We missed you. Miss Sonia says, hi, at Sexy Diva. Miss Maria says, hello, Sexy Diva. Hey, little sister mom. And Miss Sexy Diva says, hello, have my thoughts. Child, it's a mess. Every time I touch Miss Maria, that thing I dog crazy, y'all. Um, My sweet says, man, I told you they are talking about my man, and I am tired of it. LOL. Baby, you got a long way to go, honey. You have got a long way to go. Miss Dorothy says, hello, everyone. That's called out my name. I really appreciate y'all prayer. Absolutely, Miss Dorothy. We love you. I knew you had been sick and stuff. You had told us the last time you had been in the hospital. The hospital is not fun. I don't like the hospital at all. But we're so glad that you popped in with us today. We appreciate it so much. Um, yes, but my sweet, I think you might have to just get a little taste of the deaf ear as far as all of this stuff popping out about your man. Sounds like you may or may not be in denial, honey. I don't know. I can't speak for you, but you know, we here for you. We the girls up over here is here for you, honey, child. But yeah, I'm not really sure about that there. Miss My Thought says, at my suite, who is that man girl that is hanging with your man on the yard? Did you already give a warning to stay away from your man? My sweet ain't laughing at you. I ain't laughing at you, my sweet, but I think that too. My sweet, there's a lot of stuff going on. Child, it looked like to me he getting mighty comfy up in there, out there on the yard and stuff. And then my sweet told me the other day I synced a little taste of baby oil in that room. And my sweet said it was just something that she had left behind, child. You know, he had took a good old nice hot shower and she was just giving a little taste of a rub down with some baby oil. So, you know, that clarified that part right there. But I guess she just forgot to get it, y'all. Miss Sensitive says 50 Cent jealous because Diddler had that baby mom doing freak offs. Not the freak offs. Ooh, I cannot. Miss Chanel says, I watched the Diddy doc. Did you like it? My sweet says, that's the one that told me to go home. Child, he didn't tell you to go home, did he? My sweet, what he tell you to go home for? He told you to leave your man and go home. Are you freaking kidding me? Child, I would have been three shades of hot. Not two, but three shades of hot. How dare you trying to tell me what to do with my man, honey? Miss Faith says 50 made 5 millions off of this Netflix already. It just came out on the daggone second. Girl, I know you lying. They said it was number one up over y'all on the Netflix, honey. Number one. Number one stunner. Yes, child. But prayers up, child. Prayers up to the people. But y'all, look here, peoples. Look here. Why was that bald headed Carlos King got a legal analyst? I think that's it. That's her name. Well, whatever she do. Talking about Kandi Bears. Carlos, you know Kandi don't like you. Child, I looked at a little taste of that right there. Looked like to me, Carlos was rejoicing. I said, look at that bald-headed mofo. He just want Todd to take all Candy's money. He wants Todd to break her all the way down. He had that lady up there on his stupid show. I said it, trying to see where Todd can slide in and get Candy money and all that. I said, Carlos is y'all talking about Diddy is the devil. That's the damn devil right there. Carlos King, child. I can't stand that bald-headed fool. I said, now, you try to do what you try to do to Kandi and escape and all of that. That mess went down. And you got the audacity to have this lady up here talking about that lady's divorce and all that stuff. He ain't got no sense, child. Carlos ain't got no sense. Miss My Thought says 50 got paid off someone else acting a fool. I am not mad at him. Ooh, child. At Miss Didi says at Miss G and Mars. Hey, beautiful. Miss Faye says yes. Miss Gigi says read out. Miss My Thought says he better get ahead doc for the ensemble he has left in Huntsville. He ain't gonna do that. Miss Didi says that Sonya. She says, hey, Miss Faye says 50 said he gave the victim a lot of money. Ooh, not a lot of money, honey. Miss Maria says, speaking of Secret Squirrel, still no ratings. I checked TVDs, Rotten, Tomatoes, Nelson, and Google. Also, nothing on. Is in the top 20 reality TV shows. Child, there ain't none. There ain't none. That's what I be talking about. He over there trying to get somebody to speak on Kandi and what she got going on. Well, he need to be talking about the lawsuits that he got going on, and why the show taking so many breaks, y'all. He said there gonna be a lot of breaks. The breaking is done. It's done. The show is finally done. Thank you, Lord. Child, thank God, it's so good, child. Ooh, wee, child. But there is no ratings. There's no ratings. Nothing on TVDs. None of that. A lot of people saying that the ratings is so low they can't even bring them out, child. I said, how low can you go? My God. But yes, there's so much stuff he could be talking about, minding his own damn lemon business. But he don't want to do that. Child, you could see the rejoicing on his face when he had that lady up there trying to talk about Kandi and Todd's upcoming divorce or whatever, and what Todd can slide in and get, and talking about the prenup. Now, I said, that bald-headed mofo right there, you know good daggone well she don't like your ass. But what you try to do to Mama Joe's, child? Trying to get pump some info out of Mama Joe. Child, I cannot. I am sick of Carlos, child. Miss Sexy Diva says Kandi got that prenuptial Todd probably only going to get child support for what? Child, they got nannies. The nanny need to be getting the dynamic child support. My sweet says, that's all right. My man made the 50 baby mama a certified 304, and now he's mad. Tried to holler at me. I said, no, 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 no. 50 Cent ain't trying to get even and holler at you, is he? Miss Carla, hey, my mom. She says, hey, y'all. Miss Chanel says, yes, CK is the devil. Can't stand him either. Child, he don't never talk about his stuff he got going on. Miss Ebony says, Amar Burr 100. I would like to know how you feel about your son not attending that event that On gave. Was he home with you? Lord have mercy, Jesus. Child, we ain't seen Miss Marlene in a couple of days. Let me see, can I get her? Miss Marlene. Hey, G. Lord, y'all hear Miss Marlene? Who that asked that question about my boy? Ebony. Lord, if it ain't that salt and light lady, it's always somebody asking about my boy. Honey, I just came over here the other day and I told y'all, girl, that my boy didn't have the gas money. He could go out there and buy a new outfit. He can't do the things he used to do when he was with my daughter. I keep telling he can't attend everything. And don't y'all ask me about nothing about no mini mansion call. I ain't seen nothing about that there. Who's he? They tell me he was, I heard. Cause he don't know I be on the YouTube streets, child. I don't want him to know I can get up there and see the stuff. But I heard that what they said he trying to build a mini mansion or something or other. I said, not my boy. Honey, I don't know. But he didn't have the gas to put in that. Y'all know his truck is real big. I got all them there cheering. So his truck is real big and it takes quite a bit of money to fill it up. And you know, the plane ticket and all. He ain't had the money. And that girl, what y'all call her, Dusty? Y'all call her Dusty up over here. She ain't had no money to help him get out there either. I don't know. She must have thrown her legs up in there, got the money to get her plane ticket, honey. But that's about all I know, sure, Miss Stephen. I don't know all that. This stuff. That boy mine, he just like his daddy. He only tell me a little bit. But he don't tell me everything, honey. Mm-mm. Miss Maria says a sexy diva, he ain't gonna get child support either. Mark my word. Ooh, Miss Sexy Diva says DC still on a break. How many years? Miss My Thought says the show is broken and he keeps trying to put it back together again. Miss Sain says CK is just jealous because the African didn't leave him with anything. That's come on through here, Miss Sonia. Another thing he could be talking about his relationship with that African. Where is he at? Dang on it. I can't. Ooh, he works my nerve. I don't like that dude. Miss Maria says that Carla, hey neighbor, hey sister Maud. Miss Saint says, hi Carla. Miss Sexy Diva says, hello Carla, my sister Maud. Miss Chanel says, as Sonia, she's laughing. Miss Maria says, as Sonia, it probably wasn't never no African. We ain't never seen them, honey. We ain't never seen no African. My sweet says CK doesn't have anything going on. That's why he is in everybody else's business. He got us a plenty going on. My sweet, he do. He got all these lawsuits and stuff he need to be talking about. All of this stuff, child, he just want to be in that. He want to see Kandi fall, in my opinion only. Miss Sexy says, it's a picture going around with funky feet with a green drummer boy suit. What? Miss Maria says, my sweet secret squirrel pockets is dry. Probably ain't even no linen in there. Child, I cannot. Miss Collins says, hey, Maria, my thoughts says Sonia, Ebony. My thoughts says, Marlboro, Mama, why did your boy open that new business just to get his license? Would you live in a house he built? But now that see that house that the girl is in, he one time asked me about going over there, but I didn't like the way it was looking, y'all. I asked him, I said, well, that garage is so big. I asked that the boy mine, is that another house? And he said to me, no, mama. He said, that's a garage. I said, well, I ain't never seen no garage like that. And I said, well, why don't you just go ahead on and rent it out? He said, mama didn't pass the codes. When that boy mine told me it didn't pass the codes, I said, well, I know damn well I'm not about to go up in there and live. So what if that house no, baby, let that if you want to, if that's a way you can get rid of that girl, put her in the house. Yeah. I ain't wishing no bad luck on nobody, nothing like that. But I ain't about to stand at that house and ain't pass nobody codes and stuff, child. Y'all be looking for me to come over here to visit on G chatting and I be the house be done caught on fire sometime. I ain't taking no chances like that. Sometimes I do believe that the boy might be trying to get rid of. That's why I tell him all the time, it's just like his dad. His daddy used to do that to me all the time back in the day, y'all. And trying to get rid of him. So I finally left. I ain't never looked back no more. I let him go on out there, do what he gonna do. Huh? He do the best he can. Lord, everybody's calling me. Hold on. But yeah, I told that boy mine let that girl stay in that house, and I don't know what's gonna come of that house. I ain't about to be standing up in there. I ain't like the way it would be. That daughter of mine, she living in a beautiful house and mansion out there and that stuff out there on the hill and stuff. If he can't put me in nothing like that my daughter's in, I ain't about to live in none of that boy building. Child, I ain't doing that there. Mm-mm. That Miss Maria said the African was probably pulling a Nigerian romance scheme. Ooh, child. I ain't messing with you, Miss Diddy. Miss Dawn said that's African man throw his ass out of his house. Ooh, child. And the shoes too, honey. My thoughts at Carla. She says, hey, Miss Faye says the African was a clear man. What? Ooh, child, I heard that before too. Miss Carla said, Sexy Diva, my sweet Miss Dee. She's speaking to y'all ladies. Miss Maria says that Dorothy Wright took all them shoes too. Child left him barefeeted, not pregnant, but barefeeted. My thoughts is, my sweet says, well, I heard that Africa went back to his wife. What? Miss Steve said, y'all know CK hates the reality stars that are female and got more money than his sweet ass. Miss Maria says, "My sweet, I see you, child. No, man, what?" Miss Martha says, "That Faith, where a clear African come from? Just like everything else, CK does. The African is fake too, in my opinion. By the way, South Africans are clear people from another continent." Mm. Miss Maria says, "How you gonna build a mini mansion? Is he working on the same plan as Martha?" Child, y'all need to quit looking for Martha and Tuna Cat's house because the show is over. They ain't got the money. Alana's holding Marcel's money down there in Atlanta. They go down there when he go to visit and to his other lifestyle. He living large down yonder in Atlanta, honey. Shout out to Alana. I see you, girl. I'm come visit you. Miss Maria says, how you going? I read that. Miss Carla says some of the people that came to view hotel house for rent, they thought the garage was the house. You play too much. Y'all play too much. They didn't think the house. They didn't think the garage was the house. Y'all know they be building them little mini house. Y'all know they do. They be pretty too. Y'all, he really could take that and y'all know what he need to do. He need to delete that garage from that house, push it over there to the side, and make that one of them little mini homes that they be building from storage houses or whatever they calling it. But yeah, he can do that and make it real nice. He ain't got no sense to do no mess like that there though. Miss Maria says I thought the garage was the house when I first saw it. I cannot with y'all. I cannot. I cannot. Miss Maria said you need a different permit for a tiny house. Child, well, he got his license, honey. He just have to go over there and get the people to permit it. All I know to tell him, I don't know what to tell him, but that would be the best thing for him to do. Delete that from the house and move around and something like that, child. I don't know, but that you know, if Marlene didn't want to stay in the house, that ought to tell you something. If that girl is over there pregnated, like the good people saying she is good and pregnated, y'all, and living up over there in that house that didn't pass code, child. I said, well, I would be there. And she at to my, y'all know the house that didn't never ain't nobody never lived in it. Well, baby, did you ever figure out why nobody didn't want to live in that damn house? You is crazy, coleslaw. Coleslaw ain't got no sense still. She gone. So, whatever, I wish all the best up over there in the house, child. I hope nothing don't happen, not passing codes and all that stuff, child. But the people tell me he gonna mess around and get caught up out there because they up under the hood. He to put the house up on the hood for his girlfriend. Child. Mm, 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 mm. Well, y'all, there is a clip out there floating around. Y'all seen Martell Holt sitting down there and Chris Fletcher. I know it's Chris Fletcher. Chris Fletcher. That's what Wanda call him, Chris Fletcher. And trying to get D Nasty some advice. Martell Holt told her, baby, if you trying to keep a man, you got to drop them drawers on the first go round. What? I said, not drop the drawers first time around. Child, that's what Martell Holt used to. Martell, you ain't nothing but old hoe too. You a hoe, you been a hoe. Or they're trying to marry somebody and control somebody. Joe sorry, bald-headed bastard you. Destiny let them that good fellas know. What? I got some morals and standards. That's what she told them, y'all. I ain't said that what Destiny wanted them to know. You can drop your drawers all you want to. I ain't about to do that. And if I run up on that good man, and if I don't drop my drawers on the first night, he gonna understand. And he gonna be around. Cause he know I got morals and standards. I'm dropping my drawers for nobody. Miss Maria says, y'all remember when they used to have carriage houses? That garage could be a separate unit, like homes that have garage apartments. Ooh. Ms. Carla says, hotel license expires on December the 19th, the day of Melody event of Winter Wonderland. What a coincidence. Woo, cha. Miss Sensitive says, sour slaw pregnant. Girl, that's a word out there on the curve. Miss Maria says, Narc is the very last person I take advice from. Destitute got the morals of any alley cat. What's that? Police? Police. Child, that's what she said. She wanted the people to know. She ain't dropping her drawers just because she out there saying she dating all these here fellows. She not dropping her drawers for them like that. They got to work for the goods, honey. I said, come on through here, Destiny. Because the people think you ain't nothing, honey. I don't know if she really doing that or not, but that's what she said. Sweet says, if you think about what's going on, I think they're writing Hotel off the show. Child, it look like they're writing Hotel off. Martha don't be on that show. But I knew Martha wasn't gonna be on that show like that when they did what they did to Mel. Martha was not pleased. You know, we really don't like Marcel like that, but you know, Marcel knew what was gonna happen to the show, and he was really upset behind that one. I know Tuna Cat got cussed a blank out for real. And she that probably was the leader, thinking she could carry a damn show. She couldn't carry that show in a tote bag if they handed it to her. Carlos thought she child. That girl supposed to been popping out here every Tuesday to do recaps of the show. Ever since that word hit out there on them streets by her man was down on his hands and his knees, that girl said, I'm not about to get back out China. Carlos, you better get somebody else because I'm not doing it. I got to find out what he over here doing and why he was on his hands and knees. John, you can do it from the back to the front. I guess that's what he was saying. Do destitute even wear drawers? Miss Maria says my thoughts they done already wrote the show off, child. I don't know if Destiny wear no drawers or not, child. She may not, child. I don't know. Miss Sensitive says Dusty letting CK put her out there as a streetwalker in South Memphis. Ooh, child. My Miss My Salt says that Maria, I wrote it off a long time ago, child. Sure did, child. We just be here talking about people. Miss Maria says I like Martha at first, like season 1 and 2. Yeah, yeah, somewhat. Um, um Miss Ebony says I have to see a picture of her being pregnant before I believe it. Yeah, well, we didn't see one when she was pregnant with the first little boy, Miss Ebony. All of a sudden, she was just saying, baby is coming, child. So, you know, she's so quiet on the set. Miss Ebony, hold up, wait a minute. Daggone it. Now, you're talking about you need to see a picture. Didn't you see her on the show? She made her debut, Miss Ebony. Where was you at? Miss Ebony. Girl, I would have been embarrassed. I would have hit Martell upside his head. You gonna embarrass me like that by putting my picture on a daggone t-shirt and you gonna wear that on the show, and then you got your the jacket zipped all the way up to your chin. You didn't want nobody to see me, and then you gonna say I ain't trying to hide that. Ain't why you say that? If you weren't trying to hide me, you always been trying to hide me, Martell. My man, my man, my man. Um, Miss Evans says she was dropping those draws the first date. What are you saying? That's nothing new to her. Miss Maria says Slow needed that $50 knock promise for the picture on the shirt. I know y'all lying. Mm-mm. That not gonna work for me. Mm-mm. Child, that little thing was just as happy, child, as a hoe in slop. She made it on the show, child. She made it, y'all. She made it. Whoa, 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 whoa. She made it. Horror and Horror is the name of the show for Hotel and Sour Slaw, Miss My Thought says. Not Horror and Horror, honey. Child. Well, something has happened. Y'all know how bad they been fighting and stuff. They probably had court going on and stuff, and they just ended up being quiet on the set or something. But yes, I've been trying to get the tea about Martell and this mini mansion, child. Some people they're talking about Martell building a mini mansion. Now I was trying to figure out who, why, when, and where. I ain't got none of the answers to none of that. Um, Miss Maria says, you know, he promised her some money for her likeness. Mm, mm, mm. Okay, if you say so. 35, 45, 35, 45. Montel, my man, you better give me $50. Miss Unsensitive says he put that sour slaw on a t-shirt. How stupid can she be? She made it to the show. You didn't make it to the show, Miss Sensitive. That's what she gonna tell you. And then what you gonna say? She gonna tell you, my man got me to the show at any means he and necessary. He didn't put your picture up there. It was my picture. It was me and my man. Hmm. My man, my man, my man. Ooh, what a man, what a man, what a man. Ooh. Miss Maria says, who gonna take over a building when Knox builder's license expires next week? Probably Miss Carla, since she related to him. I miss my thoughts. One of them that they cousin. Martell Holt, they cousin. Try to put that crap off on me. You know that ain't my cousin. Mm-mm. Miss Maria says, I would never even admit knowing Knox. Well, he's been pretty quiet on the set as well. They got something going on, y'all. I don't know what it is, but he's been kind of quiet. And y'all know she's probably still getting pissed off, even the little short time that he probably get with the kids, with the girls. I hope that's all he getting time with is them girls, because he don't need to have no more time with Tank, bald headed mofo. Crank his skull, allegedly. I don't condone violence. Mm-mm. But yeah, child, just a hot mess. Miss Carter says hotel has been the laughing stock. The world since Melody left is a dumbass. Not the dumbass. Not the dumbass. Mm, 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 mm. I know he has to be feeling mighty embarrassed. What you say, Molly? That boy of mine ain't been the same since that my daughter gave him that divorce. I told him he didn't believe that my daughter was gonna give him a divorce. But I guess he see now. My daughter won't play with him. My daughter said, I ain't going out with that foolish mess that your son is doing. She said to me, she said, I love you, mama. But I ain't doing all that stuff that Martell want me to do. I ain't about to do it. I'm just gonna get on out the way and let him have that girl. And that's what she had. And that's what she did, honey. And my life and his life ain't been the same since, honey. That girl can't do nothing for us. She don't never take me out there to get me no bacon and grits and eggs for breakfast. I don't even want to be seen out there with that girl. She ain't got no car. Anytime she get there to go somewhere, she got to call a Uber or a Lyft. Cause that boy of mine, he don't let her drive that truck. And then if he goes somewhere, he tell her the truck is outside. And then she called me, say, your son said he left the truck outside. You want to go get some breakfast? And then at one time I did say, yeah, but then she called me right back and told me that ain't no gas in the truck. I said, well, baby, we can't go nowhere because I ain't got no gas money for that truck. I cannot. Miss Maria says, hey, did y'all see that Kimora Lee's back on the Fab Lane is back on Tuesdays at 10? No, ma'am. Miss Ebony says she was happy that he put her picture on his shirt. You better believe that she knew she couldn't get on that show with that nasty mouth of hers. Mm, mm. Child, she thought she was gonna get on that show. Child, all of those people were so excited when Mel left. They thought they was in there. We in there now, y'all. We in there. In where? Where y'all going? When? Where? Who? Miss Maria says that Ebony, she sabotaged her own chances, popping off all the time, claiming depression and self-harm. Was like, nope, get somebody else to do it. Too much of a liability. We got enough problem. And do. Child, when I popped up this morning, child, let me tell y'all what popped up on my phone. Ayanla Van Zant popped up on my phone, child. They's getting her ready, child. They popping out some stuff that Ayana has already did in previous time. And I'm so excited to see her coming back on the OWN network, child. So I said that show is really over, child. They bringing out the OWN with Ayana, or however they, Ayala. Ayanla. Ayanla. Ugh. But anyway, her. Miss Ebony says, Hotel, he was really doing something when he put that slut on his t-shirt, but you better believe she was happy. Happy, happy, happy. Yeah, she was happy. I tell my man, you gonna wear that? You ain't never wore no shirt with my picture on it. Yeah, girl, I'm gonna wear this damn shirt. I'm gonna wear it on the show. You gonna wear that on the show for me, my man? Yeah, girl. My man, I'm gonna look at the show. I'm gonna look at it. You know, I don't be looking at that show. I ain't never looked at it, but know everything. Miss Ebony says, how you ladies feel that KC just now trying to throw shade at Hotcake? Who is KC? Who the hell? I gotta figure out who KC is. Mm. Miss Martha says Martha got busted out with the license, so Marho, so he does not have a storyline going forward. The business is a cover. He does not have the money to build. People do not pay up front. I know Miss Maria Ayanla. Miss Maria break a word down for me with the quickness. Ayanla. Some people say Ayana. Some people say, it's just whatever. Miss DD says, gee, oh my God, you're hilarious. Child, I was sitting there. I was so sleepy, y'all. But when I saw her, Carlos King, Ma Sweet said, Carlos King. God, was that who he was talking about? I know you lying. I know y'all lying. Was that the blogger he was talking about the other day? A bald-headed mofo. Ooh, they might be mad. I don't know, y'all. They might be mad at each other. Miss Maria says that happened. They say what? Yeah, he was trying to throw some little shots and some subliminals out there. I get a stuttering sometimes. What the hell? Out there talking about some people and stuff. He make me sick because I'm like this. Talk about your own self, dude. Talk about you. Now, see, Kandi, and along with a whole lot of other people, like Mel, could come out and talk about his lawsuits and all that bullshit that he got going on. But see, they're not even trying to give him the time of the day, honey. They're not trying to do it. My sweet says, yes, he was talking about hot cakes. Huh? He wants some of them hot cakes. Do he want it with or without the molasses syrup? Is what I need to know. Do he want it with syrup or without? Let us know. He want them dry or he want it wet? Girl, I cannot. Oh my God. Miss Martha says hotcakes want to be famous so bad. Why he keep messing with people associated with that show? I thought he was already community famous. Child, he wanna be on the show too. I don't know who was more desperate to be on the show, him or the bird. Miss Sensitive says, what at my thoughts? Y'all like cannot with y'all. Miss Ebony says Hotcakes claim he wasn't talking about him. He just don't want to argue with a man. That's all. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Y'all know they ain't going back and forth. Back and forth. Y'all stop playing down in the chat. Y'all stop that playing down in the chat. Now, ooh, that's a mess. Miss Maria says that Miss My Thoughts, that's what I was wondering. As a builder, you've got to have working capital. What his toxic reputation, I guess, with his toxic reputation, I'd be surprised if anybody would even pay afterwards. Charlie, ain't nobody about the food. Marlene Ward. I told that boy mine that them people ain't gonna be messing with him. He think I know so much stuff about the boy mine and how he did them their people. And sometimes y'all, I just don't need to be telling him half of the stuff that I done heard. But I don't know who he think gonna trust him to build anything for him. I told him you need to try to get that house that girl is in straightened out. I know I said straighten. It is straight. But I told him to get that house straightened out so that the people could ride by there and see his work. But he said he ain't about to do nothing else to that house. Well, I said, well, you ain't about to do nothing else to that house. The people ain't about to do nothing with you, honey, because that house is a hot damn mess, honey. Because everybody going to be thinking that if they let your house, their house going to turn out just like yours. The one that girl is in. My bad. I mean, CK. Girl, you had me going for a minute, Miss Ebony. Girl, I said, what? My sweet says neither one of them is a man. Lord, I cannot with her. Miss Sensitive says hotcakes be lying so damn much. Miss Maria says at Jam, hello and welcome. Where you been? Did I miss somebody? Hello, Miss Jam. She said, y'all cutting up. Hey, beautiful. I didn't even see you come through the door, honey. Get in here and shut the door, child. Cause we up here rambling today, honey. Miss DD says, who's hotcakes? That boy over yonder. Miss DD, where the heck have you been? You know Mel called that boy hotcakes. You know the boy that took her to court. AL, they call him that too. Child, his new name is Hotcakes up on this side of town, honey. Mel gave him that name. Mel said hotcakes. I said, "Ooh, child, I don't even go to the Waffle House. I don't go. I don't do that stuff no more. Cause when I want me a pancake with, I think of him. I can't eat that. I said, never mind. I don't want. I don't want it. Miss Maria says at Jam, hey, I be dipping and doing in the bushes, girl. Well, come on in out the bushes, honey. Uh, Miss Didi said, Maria, thanks. Miss Didi says, gee, I've been lost. Baby, that's hotcakes, honey. You know who we talk about now? Baby, if you don't, let the good people know, because I'll break it down for you. But Mel gave him that name, hotcakes, honey. It's been stuck like glue ever since, honey. Hotcakes. Miss S. Deep says, Tuna Cat ain't getting a new house. That remodeling of that hole in the wall shack, that's across the street from the Chevron. Girl, I thought it was the 7-Eleven. I thought it was across the street from 7-Eleven, honey. Well, she is really pissed off. Mel down yonder in that house over there on the hill and all that stuff with them damn. I like to say something, but with them 4 children, ain't married, ain't nothing, and she pulling all this bullshit off like this, and here I am stuck in this little damn house across the street from the Chevron or the 7-Eleven, whichever one of them stores it is, and all he did was remodel the kitchen, and every time I go live, I got to stay in one spot. Man, after that bullshit, I'm not going live no more. I'm not doing it. Now, I can't show my house. My thoughts is all the riding he doing to get into other people's business. His cake should be hot. All that sitting. Ooh, child. That Jam said Mel Shade never sees the sun. Too funny. Yes, girl, that's hotcakes right there, hun. Miss Maria says, Sexy Diva, I wonder if they fixed the hole in the kitchen wall. Child, when she did go live that last few times, she was always focused by a plan or something, honey. Couldn't tell. Miss Ebony says, word on the curb, Hotcake is doing an interview with Will Ken's friend. He's not important. He's already did that interview, I think, Miss Ebony. Ken ain't important. Ken got 4 children and no wife. I ain't never thought about a wife. So what that tell you? A broken home, broken home, broken home. Miss Georgia girl, where the heck have you been? She says, hi G Mars and Chats. Hey girl, hey. Miss Martha says tuna fish did come out that house to get in the Sprinter. The scene should the gas station across the street. They left it in. Not with y'all. Miss Ebony says CK didn't have nothing to say when Hotcakes was talking about Melody and Mama Van in the 4-piece. That is thing moving fast. And the 4-piece nuggets. But now he want to say something. Yeah, okay. Yeah, sorry, mofo. I added a little taste, Miss Ebony. Miss Didi says, hey, Jersey girl. Miss Didi says, we don't care about Hotcakes doing an interview with Will. Big neck ass. Child, his neck about big as Martell brother neck. Neck bone. Child, I had me some smoked neck bones the other day. They're pretty good though. I don't know. I just can't eat what I used to eat no more. I don't know what the heck is going on. Anywho, um, Miss Hillen. Miss Hillen, where you been? Hey, Miss Hillen, girl. Miss Maria says, during the Zen Garden proceeding, Scott 1.0 address was visible. I used Google Maps and saw it, and the Chevron child. I'm a regular. Direct. And my house and neighborhood looks better. Ooh, ooh, child. Um, Miss Jersey Girl says that Miss DD. Miss Helen says, hi everyone. Miss Maria says, hey Helen, hey good looking, watch your guy cooking, how you be? Miss Ebony says, once Melody seen the BBL that AL had, she named him Hot Cakes. Girl, I cannot. Hot Cakes. Hey y'all, that boy didn't even have a clap back on that one. When America Hot Cakes need to go sit down somewhere. I was like, ooh, child, shut it down. She just come out and shut it all the way down. Ooh, I cannot. Miss Hilla says, hi, Aunt Maria. I'm good. Miss My Thought says, Aunt Maria, what do you expect from people from across the tracks, up unkept yards and all, child? I cannot. Hey, y'all. Hey, do y'all notice that whenever side hen would do when they showed her on the show, why they never showed her house, y'all? I'll wait. Why did they show side hen Kimmy? That the one that wanted to film with coleslaw. Why they ain't showed her house on the last episode? She was always out somewhere. What y'all got on that? Little grown boy. Miss Maria says, my thoughts, I was expecting too much. Ooh, thank you, Miss Maria. Not what little grown boy do, girl? What? Child, I cannot with y'all on this good old Saturday, child. But yes, y'all, side hen Kimmy was not at her home. Y'all pay attention. Y'all stay woke. Was not up there. Was not. I was looking. I was paying attention. I said, okay. Okay then. Um, Allegedly, Miss Maria, they did move to Tennessee. They probably in an apartment, child. I don't know where they was in, child, but they ain't show no house. Y'all know that girl had to do that quick deed sale, little deed, and all of that kind of stuff. That's what the people told me. Miss Martha says Dry K house is no more. I heard they sold it, messing with Baldy, and lost her house. Shaking my mofo head. She ain't say all that, y'all, but I have to ask some sometimes. Miss Hillen says, hi Kimberly. That's old Sassy Diva girl. Miss Sassy Diva. Y'all know it's about to be Christmas. It's about to be Christmas. Y'all ready? Let me tell y'all something. It's about to be Christmas. Miss Maria says, notice they haven't shown credit none in a couple seasons. Credit none is credit none. Is no more. She says, my tree is up. Y'all know, for real, for real. I'll just to the side. Around holiday times, y'all, we lose a lot of people. You know, I ain't never been able to understand that. Maybe it's not for me to understand, but yeah, a lot of people, um, loved ones around the holiday time. I had an episode the other day because I was missing my auntie, but you know, it be like that sometimes. But I do miss my auntie really bad. But yeah, around holidays times and stuff. So, you know, people get depressed about what they can't do and all that kind of stuff. Baby, in this world that we're in today, do what you can do. Don't be taking on extra stuff that you can't do because everybody got something going on. Just do what you can do. As for me, in my house, Christmas is every day. And that's how people need to look at it. Christmas is every day that God wake you up and you can open up your eyes, you can walk, you can talk, you got a roof over your head and all that kind of stuff. Be thankful, be grateful. And if you're gonna take on or do something, reach into your immediate family. You got immediate family that may be going through some stuff. You know, if you can, do. If you can't, pray. That's about the best you can do. But yes, people get caught up in all of that stuff and trying to, baby, you can't save the world. You cannot save the world. All you can do is what you can do, and let it be. Not about to be sticking my neck out there for that. Because if you think about it, if you got some children, your children got some children, your children need help with their children. Reach out, do that, child. In other words, don't y'all get depressed at this time of the holiday. Live every day that God wake you up just like it's golden, and wake up and be grateful and be thankful. And if you can, you do. If you out and about, you got some extra spare change, you want to help somebody or whatever, pay it forward. Somebody in the line in front of you, you want to pay for they whatever they got. That's what you do. It is what it is. My thoughts is how you work in real estate and sell property, rent it out and have that income. Yeah, I think they lost it. It been gone. Y'all notice his sister uh uh um Millichan, she stopped being on that dynamic stupid A show. Miss Maria says, I was just at a home going for my friend's husband. That's the third in 6 weeks. Yeah, prayers up, um, Miss Maria. Miss Healing says, credit none is in the hood also. Not in the hood, honey. Child, that's how come they had them that girls out there. They took them girls out there. Where them girls at? Where them girls at? Give it to me. Where them girls at? Over there, putting them two chairs together. Miss Martha says, I only give to children if I can, but I always give love and they can return that for free. Absolutely, Miss My Thoughts. Absolutely. But just don't take on what you cannot handle. In other words, do what you can do, because I'm like this. Everybody got some family. And if somebody's going through, reach into your circle in your immediate family. Help your people if you want to do something for somebody. But y'all know what too? Sometimes people always going outside their family trying to impress or do something for them. When you got people right there in your immediate family, maybe your auntie, uncle, first, second, third, people don't count fourth kids and child, they be sleeping with them. I don't know. But I ain't ever slept with one of mine, but I'm just saying people do that stuff today. Miss Helen says, hi, my thoughts. Miss Evans says, didn't saw him sell that house because of the lawsuit that he was fighting with BT. Probably so. Miss My Thoughts says, Maria, local businesses and his wife passed last week, 4 hours apart. The double service was today. Oh my goodness. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yes, Miss Maria says, my thoughts. Oh my God, prayers. Miss My Thought says that Miss Helen, hey beautiful. Miss Helen says sometimes family can be your worst enemy. Absolutely, sometimes family can be your worst enemies. But Miss Helen, they have shelters and immediate things at the social services and stuff like that. People just gotta, reach out. Sometimes when you're at your lowest point, you don't have the strength or whatever, but you got to find that inner strength and push. You just got to keep on pushing through and pray for a better day. But that's just for me. If I got anything that I can help, I'm gonna reach inside of my immediate family to see what they got going on. Cause people always on these telephones chopping it up. hmm But that's just my opinion, y'all. I'm not getting stressed out about nobody and, taking on extra stuff that I can't fix. There was a point in time in my life whenever I did wish I could save the world, because so many people would come to me talking to me about their problems and stuff. That stuff make you depressed. The weight of everybody's problem on your shoulder, man. I'd be just a crying and carrying on. Cause I was like, and I had to realize, girl, you ain't God. You can't save the world. You got to cut that mess loose. Cut it loose. Let it go. Do what you can, people. Miss Sexy Diva says yes. We donate to the toy drive at the church. It's whatever toys you can give. Yep. And then they have the coat drives and all of that kind of stuff. Your children, grandchildren done outgrew some stuff, and it's not damaged or anything. Take that stuff out there for the children that can use those things. Miss Maria says, Miss My Thoughts, how could it be due to the lawsuit that ain't gone nowhere? He was representing himself, so wasn't no legal fees. I would speculate Scott 2.0 was counting on LAMH. Shaking my head. Uh, Miss Maria says that Sexy Diva, we just had a food drive. Yep. And there's always places for people to get them something to eat, y'all. Whether but if you don't have transportation, I understand that. But there's ways of reaching out. Miss My Thought says that Miss Hillen, I have some family members that try to make me and my husband feel guilty for being successful. It does not bother me anymore. I told them to get up off your asses and build your own self. Yes. Miss My Thoughts, I should be a millionaire at this point, but I did so much for my family back in the days and stuff, and when they get up, they forget all about what you did for them. So, it is what it is. Just for the people that you really think that need your help or whatever. Uh, child, eh. We sponsored a 2-month-old for Christmas. Yeah, Miss Hillen. Same here, my thoughts. Mm. But now they ain't gonna make me feel guilty. Mm-mm. They not about to be doing all of that, honey. If they hit the lottery, they wouldn't even know your name. My sweet says, well, all I know is they broke. I need to drive to Huntsville and stay for the weekend to see what's going on. Not what's going on, baby. Child, when I look over that show, child, and I see all that mess that them people did to that one lady, I keep telling the people all the time, karma don't have to hit you. It can hit your family, your children, your grandchildren. Karma don't have to get you, but you can still feel the effect from it hitting people close to you. hmm all that stuff they did to Mel, and she's still rising, and they what look like they fell down to me. Um, Miss Maria says some folk expect everything to be handed to them. Some folk get an attitude when you help them, claiming you think you're better than they are. It's crazy. It can be crazy. Miss Ebony says prayers for everyone. Yes, prayers for everyone. Miss Helen says I'll save you a trip. Pretending, child, like it not. But yeah, y'all. Just do what you can. For people. Um. Miss Maria says, in my thoughts, I have 3 siblings. When one is down, the other 3 step in. Yeah, that's how it should be. But um, and it's true. Not all families are like that. They really not. As time go by, even if you have some siblings, you can see the selfishness in that person, and you could live with that person your whole entire life, and at that point, you never seen it. And then as time go by, you be like, oh, you real selfish. Selfish son of a, you know what? That part right there. But people gonna be people, honey. I tell people all the time, folk will cause you to go to hell, child. I keep my circle very small. I don't be in the mix of a whole bunch of that foolishness. Miss Sonya says, hi, Helen. Jam driving, couldn't speak when y'all came in. Um, so she says, hello, beautiful ladies. Ladies. Yes, that part right there. But yeah, child, we're at the holiday season, yes, and a lot of people do, and they get so go so far they take their own life, child. I'm not about to take my life because I can't buy somebody something for Christmas or whatever, child. We all the people in the world today, we're basically in survival mode. If you really think about it, look at the people that sings and all that stuff, child. People ain't it ain't like it used to be when people were singing and all that kind of stuff, child. They trying to figure out where they gonna get their next dollar from. And then if they got a dollar, they trying to hold on to that dollar because they don't know where the next dollar gonna come from. Come on through here, child. My thought says that Maria, I realized they didn't want what we were giving them. They wanted what we have. That's not going to work. I love them, but had to put my foot down. Not a foot on the neck, girl. Sometimes you have to do that. Miss Helen says, I'm trying to get a nonprofit to give food to people who are struggling. You all pray it to pray it in existence. Okay. All I saw was I. But yes, prayers up, Miss Healing. It's gonna work out. It's gonna work out. It really is. Miss Maria says, I am so blessed to have my family. After my daughter's dad and I split, my car got stolen. My brother drove down from Minnesota and brought me a car. Yay, good brother. Miss Maria says that healing with praying. Yes, absolutely. But yeah, there's so many people. You see people out and stuff. You just want to help and do this and do that and all kinds of stuff, y'all. But you can't save the world, child. You just really cannot. And we got that man in this office, child. We don't even know what one day, the next day, gonna bring, child. At this day and time, you just really gotta be careful, especially with your spending and all kinds of stuff. You really do. Um, Cause you never know. Up today and down tomorrow. And if you're up today and down tomorrow, all the people that was around you when you was up, when you get down, you won't be able to find them. You won't be able to find them, y'all, because you're not gonna make them look good. People be in your life because you make them look a certain type of way when you on a certain level. Y'all didn't know that, did you? Well, that's true, child. But yeah, for them people down yonder in Huntsville, child, prayers up for them people, child, because they done tore their own bridges. They didn't listen. They didn't take heed. They didn't watch the blueprint. They didn't want to watch the blueprint. Um, Post Queen, all that bullshiggity Tuna Cat was saying, Post Queen, you dumbass. Now you tried it, didn't work for you, did it? Boy, I tell y'all, if we just have the patience and sit back and let God do his thing, child. Ooh, wee. My sweet says things didn't work out for wonder. They thought she was going to bring the ratings up. LOL. I don't know who told him that, my sweet. Miss Hillis says prayer. Miss Sexy Diva says praying at healing, God said yes, absolutely. My thoughts is me and my siblings are the Black Brady bunch. My oldest brother never asked for anything, so I always send him things. He's a cop and can't stand to see me cry. He will hit the interstate in a minute about me. Come on through here. What? See, here's state troop, because I ride with the state troopers, child. When I get out there, I be riding with the state troopers. When I went home for Thanksgiving, I ain't see one out there. I kind of drove like I had a little taste of sense because, traffic wasn't really bad. So I ain't really had to get into it like that. But I was ready to get into it if I had to. But yeah, going and coming. Ooh, I said, thank God, because I messed around and food out here and got a whole ticket. Lord, God was good to me, y'all, when I was traveling. It was me and my radio and all my mess that I had with me. My sweet says, all my siblings are gone. It's only me left. Oh, well, you got us, my sweet. We have adopted you on the internet over here, and we love you. My auntie that passed, her baby daughter is left. And you know what, my sweet, I often wonder how I know she feels sad sometimes, recently lost the mom, the nephew, and then her siblings had been gone way before the mom and the nephew passed this year. Um, mm, ooh. Miss Maria says that Mom Sweet, I'm sorry, grab you a sibling or two from the chat. You grab us all from the chat. We all here for you. We love you. But yes, that was touching. I felt that one, Mom Sweet. She says, I know, and I am still happy. Yes. Ooh. But I love you. Um, my sweet. My thought says that Maria, as much as Tuna Cat copies and pastes, she was too dumb, too dumb to copy the blueprint. Who took her test for her? Girl, I don't know. Must have been Wanda. Wanda! Must have been Wanda, y'all. Child, I cannot. Um, Miss Sain says, "My sweet already knows she has me." Yes, absolutely. Wow. My sweet, is you the baby? She says, I love you guys also. Thanks. Oh, see, that's why come, sometimes y'all, there's may not be a thumbnail, or they may be a thumbnail. Who knows? The thumbnail make it say something crazy. But what it really boils down to is just getting up here, chatting it up, showing each other love and support. Because you really, we never know, what people's going through. When I lost my aunt, I was really, really glad and thankful to have y'all that support and get up here, and for the love and the support from my internet family here. So yes, uh, my thoughts says, my sweet, I am sending you a big hug. Absolutely. Miss Helen says, my sweet, God will send you more family. Yes. Miss Maria says, in my thoughts, none of them wanted to put on the work, shaking my damn head. Miss Sexy Diva says Kiki passed them tests for Tuna Cat during COVID. Ma Sweet says yes. Um, Miss Maria says as Sexy Diva, I believe that. Miss Ebony says, imagine if Melody would have signed the papers for the 48 acres. Oh my God, she wouldn't be the strong woman she is today. Absolutely, y'all. Absolutely. Thank God for stepping in when he stepped in just on time, right on time. Um, I'm the baby too, my sweet, but I always had act like I was the oldest. I ain't never understood that as of today, honey. But it is what it is. Miss Maria says Ebony, and she'd be broke. Mm, mm. Y'all know when they talking about Scott Manor, they got that from Hope Manor. Um, Soon as Martell and Mel started speaking of Hope Manor and Chris Fletcher, that's when Tuna Cat them trying to come through talking about some Scott Manor. See, God don't like ugly, y'all. Child, ooh, we just got to learn how to hold our peace and shut up and let God fight our battles. That's our problem sometimes. We just want to rah in. And sometimes we just need to learn how to just shut it up. Um, my thought says, I see most of the rumble and tumble CCs like the wildebeest have taken down a lot of their videos. They are like children, quiet and mixing up trouble. Oh, I ain't got the energy for the trouble, honey. Miss Helen says that's what they are mad about. The 47 acres, not the 47. Miss Maria says, "My sweet, okay, I'll be your big sister." Yes, absolutely. My sweet says, "LOL." Yes, they always wanted my approval on them women. LOL. My sweet, what you had? All brothers, no sisters. Miss my thought says, at Healing, they can look at the 47 from the sideline. Miss Maria says at Healing, they need to get over that. They messed that up themselves. Bunch of damn dummies. I added that. I added that. Y'all know when I add something, I be trying to say I added that. I felt like it needed it. She just left it off. But I added that. Mm. But yes, child. Mm, well, Kimmy is pathetic. I think Carla's trying to use side hand for some y'all. I keep telling y'all that I ain't figured it out yet. She says that she thinks she's so pretty. Oh, half naked witch. She need to go get on a diagonal pole. She stay naked all the time. God darn, I think I'm older than she is. Put on a nice dress, girl, to come down there to your knees. And ain't got to be to your ankles. You ain't got to be showing half your waist and all that bullshit to be sexy, girl. God dang. Oh, Miss Maria says at Healing, dry puss is desperate. Miss Martha says they mess up everything and the mother mess up the greasing, the greasing. You know what you saying, the greasing? Girl, oh, child, I ain't seen her and Tuna Cat on no live for no Thanksgiving, showing the people how to cook. Did y'all see that? Girl, y'all know that what they said they were gonna be doing? Teaching people how to cook for Thanksgiving. Dressing and all. My sweet says, actually, thanks to the whole chat, I love you guys, and we love you right back. Yes, ma'am, absolutely. But yeah, child, we just pop up here, child. We just get to talking and run our mouth out in and everything, child. It is what it is. But shout out to Mel and myself and anybody else that has dealt with a narc in this world way back when we didn't know what we was dealing with. And like everybody else, we made excuses for people that call you out of your name, try to kill your self-esteem, all of that, y'all. All of us are guilty of that. We made excuses. And I'm not really sure who it was that said it. Maybe Miss My Thoughts or Miss Faith. I can't remember. It was one of y'all that said Mel was still protecting Martell. Yeah, we did that as well. Because in a protecting process, if you put it out there, it's gonna make you look bad too. So yeah, you go in protective mode as well. Um, Miss Maria says I would never even try to pay attention to and her spawn about anything, but especially about cooking. Girl, I opened up a can of string beans before I let her go down with that bullshit that she got there trying to teach me how to do. Girl, go sit down somewhere. No thank you. I ain't about to do all of that. Not yesterday, not today either. Nell has become their target, and she gets what she deserves as well. But y'all, I think I asked this question the other day. Somebody's gonna come out and tell this that Carlos told them if you don't go against Mel, you will not be on the show. Y'all think somebody's gonna come out and say that? Because I think that's what had happened. They had to go after Mel for what I don't know. He really, really got pissed off when she wouldn't let him manage her. Ooh, wait, he saw a limit gold mine. I better try to grab onto that. And when she says no, 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 he said, F you. All bets are freaking off. And he went in. The people went in on her, honey. Miss Maria says I had to make excuses as to why I was tearing the house up and trying to run folk down. Miss Maria says Hilla Nail can buy and sell all them 304s. Ooh. Miss Helen says Nail is just a belly crawler in my opinion. Miss Maria said, didn't Kiki say they told her she had to go against Mel? Yeah. But I'm trying to figure out who was the mastermind behind that. Carlos? Did you do that? And Carlos? Carl Lucifer. Inquiring minds would like to know. Was that you? Get in here. Child, I cannot, child. But somebody's gonna come out and make it known who, because we see them crashing out, going against each other, and all of the above. But somebody's gonna put that out eventually, and I'm waiting on that too. Um, my thought says, I just don't understand why I mean like CK and hotcakes. I guess why men like CK and hotcakes always try to attach themselves the the it girls. They are a friend to no one. Absolutely. Miss Marissa's not probably gave the idea to Secret Squirrel. Miss Ebony says Kimberly dressed like that thinking she gonna keep that cheating husband at home, but it don't work. He still come in at 5 or 6 in the morning. Yes, nasty, stinking mofo. Probably don't even take no bath when he good. Stinking ass. They look like they stink, y'all. Allegedly, and in my own opinion, that's what it look like. Mm, I cannot with the people, child. But yes, y'all. Ain't no poor Martell. Nothing. Ain't no. I like to say it, but I'm gonna take that back. He ain't poor. He knew exactly what he was doing. Miss Evans said, "G, when you don't come live, I feel some type of way because I feel like you guys are my family also." Miss Ebony, I'm so sorry, y'all. I be trying. I'm do better. I'm gonna try to start doing 2 lives a week. I'm gonna try my best to. Oh, child, it be a struggle, child. When you working a full-time job and you got things to do, have y'all ever got out work and you have a whole lot of things you need, not you you need to take care of? Child, you be like, Lord, I wish I had a twin. Can't somebody else go do that and all that kind of stuff? But yeah, I'm gonna try to do better because, child, we be trying to find stuff to talk about and stuff, and it's just really different. So I'm really glad that Ayana is coming on the OWN network, and I hope some other good shows come on that we can look at and talk about because she really do have some good families up there trying to help the peoples and all that kind of stuff. But yes, Miss Ebner, we love you too. I love everybody, child. I do, y'all. That's just me. I don't care. My thoughts is don't wash and crawl in bed with dry cake. Stinking ass. My sweet said Tuna Cat looks stink for real. She do. Miss Maria says that Ebony, if Jay cheated on Bay as good as she looks, as talented with as much money, I know dry puss don't think he gonna stop. I guess he lemonhead from cheating child. Miss Helen says we all reap what we sow. Yes, absolutely. My thoughts is that my sweet, I can imagine what that black lounge smells like when all their funky rumps are there at the same time, stinking ass. Ugh. And then they had the audacity talking about they sleeping with the same girl at the same time. One we to walk in that hole and the other we to walk in the other. Ooh, that is disgusting, y'all. My sweet says I sent a message to her, Ebony, and tell her to get out here. LOL. Send a message. My sweet gonna come tapping on the door, y'all. My sweet gonna be tapping on the door, child. She sure will, child. She be coming through. And Miss Faith do that too. You okay? I ain't seen you in a day or two. But sometimes, child, this YouTube step you a lot, y'all. It really do, child. And whoa, it make you do that right there, child. But when you got a full-time job, child, it's rough out here, child. Mm, it be rough. Yes, that part right there. But I enjoyed my days off there when I went to the North Carolina. My sweet said, "Don't imagine that. I want you to live." Yes, but yeah, I'm gonna try to, cause trying to get these here subscribers and all of that stuff, child. This is hard work, child. This I work hard on YouTube than I do at the job, for real, for real. I ain't about to lie to y'all. Subscribe. Gotta keep saying subscribe, support the channel, share the video, child, just to try to get a view or two. But when it's my time, it's gonna be my time, child. All I know. Miss Helen says, I pray that God covers everyone under the sounds of my voice. I pray he gives you peace and joy. I'm asking him to increase your territory, give you strength and build you up where you are torn down. Amen, Miss Helen. Thank you so much for that. Miss Ebony says Sonny went back and told Melody what the plan was. You guys don't remember that? Yes, absolutely. Miss Maria says that them Scots and Knox was probably making homemade porn tape. Child ain't no telling. Miss Helen says my thoughts. Yes. Miss my thoughts says at Helen. Amen. Yes, thank you, Miss Maria. Miss Maria says a healing, amen. But yeah, y'all. So I'm come back on. tomorrow, child. When the holiday come, I be forgetting what the day is, child. Today don't even feel like no freaking Saturday, um, at all. But today is Saturday. My sweet Sonia, uh, we close to each other about an hour and a half apart. I think she said that the other day. Yeah, but she out there in them streets. She out there in them streets today somewhere, child. But child, I've been in here for an hour and a half. Child, I've got to go. I've got to go for real, for real. But I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for popping in and showing y'all love and support to my amazing Mars, Miss Maria, Miss Sexy Diva. Miss Denise be working. Miss Denise got her job, y'all. Just in case y'all didn't know that, Miss Denise got her job. She pop in when she can. Miss My Thoughts and Miss Carla. I be trying to get on whenever they, maybe off or something, child. But sometimes they miss it. But that's okay if they miss it. You can catch the replay. Bye, Miss Healing. I love you. Bye, Miss My Thoughts. Love you. Thank you so much. We still need to find a central location for us to meet up. Yes, Miss My Thoughts. Absolutely. Um, it's gonna happen when we least expect it, y'all. But yeah, I gotta go for real. Miss Maria says, thanks for dropping in on the live. Hope you enjoyed it. Until the next time, wishing y'all love, peace, and hair grease. Enjoy your Saturday. Happy Saturday to everybody. If you didn't hit that like, share, and subscribe button on your way in, please hit it on your way out the door. I greatly appreciate y'all so much. Share the video, y'all. Share, share, share. Grab some of them people and tell them, get over here and subscribe to the channel, child. Because the YouTube streets ain't trying to be nice to us at all right now. But it is what it is. I'm thankful and I'm grateful. I love y'all. Happy Saturday. Catch y'all on the next one. Bye.